Hello and welcome back to episode 10 of my Satisfactory playthrough. Today we're going to be finishing off the power plant, the coal power plant that we started the other day. So why are we back at the main base? Because I wanted to push a couple of buttons.
New recipe unlocked.
I needed to refuel the biomass burners, which we've done. And I wanted to quickly recollect some supplies. Oh, there was one other thing we wanted to do. Let us go to our recycler. To the awesome sink. Let's collect what tokens there are in here. I made a slight modification to this merger. We're now avoiding all of this stuff as well. This seems suboptimal. That's already Mark II. There we go. So we have 8 tokens total now. We actually only need 6 for what I want. I want to get some windows. We're not going to be able to fully pretty up the power plant, but I would like to be able to at least have some windows. So this may be the last episode for this part of the playthrough at least. Mostly because I don't think... one sec. Anything that I want for 2? Should we get some basic doors? Might be worth getting some doors. Through wall pipelines wouldn't be a terrible idea. The wall supports might be a good idea. Let's get these. Yeah, this might be the last episode for a while, just because... Where did I connect off to? Oh, yeah. This might be the last episode for a while, just because I don't think I can get... there's a limited amount of things I could do in the couple of days that I have left without effectively getting to a point where I've got nothing else that I can do quickly. So I'd have to have something, either a really long episode, a really cut down episode, or something along those lines. I should have run this bit. So that's why this might be the last episode for a while. At least until we're done with Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. And any extra content that I want to create from that. But that still leaves us 2 days that I could do something. And I have a couple of ideas. A couple of games appeared on my radar recently that I've kind of wanted to try, but I've not really taken the time yet. And they are Hydroneer and... Let's run this bit because it'll be quicker. They are Hydroneer and what was the other one? Factory City? Factory Town. Factory Town is the name of it. Missed. So I may do a quick, or a couple of blind first plays of those. So that might be what we do instead. Otherwise, there's other games that I could do first looks at or a look at for. We have options, but I'm leaning towards those two just because this is we've been playing Satisfactory and they're Satisfactory adjacent. So this is where our power line ends because we haven't hooked her up yet. I did say I would do that today. Okay, so we are now producing water and coal. Now before we continue, because I may end up tearing all of this down and moving it, let's make sure we are getting water, good. I can hear the flow. At least I thought I could hear the flow. Let's disconnect those. Did I forget to... No, I did do. Okay. Those pumps actually do use a decent amount of power. I forgot. Yeah, just a spike. Okay, so yeah, one thing we need to check, how much coal are we actually getting from all of these? These are pure. Is this one pure as well? Okay, so we have 3 lots of pure, so we're making 360 coal. What I don't know is the consumption rate. So let's just grab this coal from here for now. Let's turn our flashlight on. Looks like it got a little bit of water. I'm hearing water flow, but am I hearing water flow because there is a waterfall behind here that I'm not paying attention to, or because water's going through it? Ah! I'm hearing water flow from those, not from these. Okay, let's disconnect that one. One is actually enough for now. Oh yeah, we're connected there. Those things have a spin-up time. They, in theory, can pump up to 10 head. "10 meters head pressure," I think is the term. It's definitely pumping it out. Head lift, that's the word. Head lift. I actually do know a little bit about fluid dynamics. It was required, or my old job, it came into it when we needed to worry about pump curves. It looks like these may be too high. The water isn't getting up here. We are seeing flow. Do I have access to them yet? Can I put... We don't have access to them yet. I was hoping I had access to valves, but they don't appear to be part of this. So it's still filling. We are still getting flow rate out, so I think we may just be waiting for the system to fill before it ends up here. It could also be... Oh yeah, we have fluid in here. Yeah, I think we're going to need a booster pump. If we put it here, it makes sure that the flow doesn't go backwards. That's interesting. Ah, hang on a second, that's backwards. There we go. That's nice. They're actually showing a visualization of how far it will pump. At least I assume that's what that's supposed to mean. Do we have a connection point for this? Oh, even without that thing running, it's now... Oh, that may be because this thing is now at a level that it can pump through. Let me just remove that. Ah, no, that's what it was doing. I don't actually need the pump powered. I can use it as a valve. There we go. There's a solution. There is enough head lift here for it to get up there. The problem is that the water is trying to flow backwards down the pipe. So because this is single directional, does look a little bit weird. It's probably not going to stay there. That's stopping this water from flowing back down, which is allowing the water to progress through. So these things now have water. And now we have power. 15 per minute. That's that's the number we wanted to know. And a healthy jump in power. Okay, so temporarily, because I'm going to need to do a bit of math in a second, we need to use these. Let's just get all of these running, so we know that that one can provide all of them. What are we looking for? We're looking just for standard splitters. Okay, so let's figure out exactly how many of these things we can power on all of them from all of these. Because we need to do a wee bit of math. So we have one of them up and running. Oh no, that'll be the second one going off. There's the third. Come on, one more. There's all four. So that would have massively reduced the amount of biofuel we're using, because these things always run at 100% speed. So, 4 of these are 60, which means one of those pure nodes, when we get to one of these pure nodes, when we get to god damn it, tier 2 mining drills, will power 16, because each of these, because they're all pure coal, which means they all give me 120, which means they'll all each power 8 power plants. I have a piece of paper in front of me. Let's make these notes. We need to make these notes. So it's currently 120 divided by 12, or 15, equals 16. So we have 3 of these. So we can times that by 3. That is 3248. So even before we use tier 2, we could technically power 48 power plants. That's a bit absurd. We can overclock them to 200%, so in theory we could bring... I think that's what we do. We try to make a power plant that has 48 of these things in them. That's a lot. It's going to be a very large power plant to try and do today. We can accelerate some of the building. I don't think I actually have the materials to make that many. Now, does 48 divide by 6? It does! 8 times. Interesting. 48 divides by 6 8 times. Still, feeding them is going to be a little bit problem. But that does mean we can effectively use the layout we was considering last time, with having one more put here. And have them in banks of 3. So the next thing we need to consider is water. Each one of these takes 45 water, and we're going to need to be able to double this. Oh dear, we ran out of water. Okay, I think we do need... Yeah, we are going to need that thing hooked up. Please don't kill the power. We need those things to spin up. Maximum flow rate is only going up 8 meters. So we have full flow. There we go. I think that's, yeah, that's all full and running again. Okay, yeah. So each one has 40 or takes 45, which means 2 is 90. I did this last night, didn't I? 90, 135, 180. I think we can get 6 off of, is what I worked it out as. Yeah, because that gives us 270. So from a single pipe, we could power 6. So that works. Although we do... can they be overclocked? They can. And they have a max flow rate of 600. I'm fairly sure tier 2 pipes will hold or have a flow rate of 600 as well. So yeah, we do it in sets of 6. We need 8 sets of 6. And each set of 6, so that's 6 power plants. Each 6 power plants needs 2.5 pumps. And then 1 coal mine gives us 2 sets. Methinks. So let's just confirm that with a little bit of... yeah, because actually, no. It's a little bit more than that. It'll be 2 point something, won't it? Won't it? Yes. Yes, it will. Okay, so yeah. We're going to have to do a little bit of funky stuff with the drills. But we have this lot running here. Shall I get this up to a set of 6 just to guarantee that we're not using any power from... Oh no, we can see here. So this is our production line. This is our capacity line. So this is telling me that the majority or the overwhelming majority of our production is coming from these things because all of the other ones have throttled down. So... my friends. Oh, we need the dynamite if we want to do that. Well, no, not strictly speaking. Do you think there's enough space there to be able to have 2.5 times 8 pumps? Yeah, there's no way we get both of these on this in this pool. They will just not fit. Zero chance. So let's have a look at our other little pond. Because there's several other ways that we could build this. You guys can't swim, what are you going to do? Run away. That's what I thought. I mean, if I look at this one looks even bigger. But I'm not sure it is. Is it bigger? It looks bigger, that doesn't mean that it is bigger. I mean, it definitely does look bigger. Giant rocks in the way notwithstanding, though. The number of rocks we have here could be problematic. But I think this is a bigger space. Oh, hello. I forgot, can I swim down?
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Yeah, but I don't know how I'm supposed to get down there. I can't even... Is that just an orb? I think that's an orb.
Comply.
I think the way you get that is you drop from a height. Okay, let's do some measurements. For that, I'm going to need to be able to actually build here. Oh, maybe we can... Can we set up... Zoop! Okay, we didn't need the 4 meter one. Actually, maybe we did need the 4 meter one. Yeah. To build from that part of the foundation, we'll need a 4 meter one. Although, actually no. This works, because now we can stand on this. And we can get rid of that. There we go. Foundation. I'm getting the distinct feeling that this is indeed significantly bigger. Yeah, fairly sure this pond is a fair bit bigger. That's 21 out in each direction. Sorry, not in each direction. It's 21 wide, 21 long. In other words, significantly more space than there. The plan might be doable there. Again, those rocks notwithstanding, so maybe we shift... because it would be cool to have it centered on that hole. Maybe we do want to have another episode of this. Either that or I'm going to have to accelerate through a lot of this. Let's kill you before you become a problem. Okay, we will have to try and, or we may end up having to try and figure out how to build something else underneath here, as in, sorry, structures to anchor this down. Maybe we just end up from the side, doing it from the side. So let's say if we try and circle this. Did I actually build this to the world grid? I think this has been built to the world grid. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't have to be built to the world grid, it just... it will make me feel nice or warm and fluffy inside if it is built to the world grid. That's underneath. There we go. So... leaving that section open. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. 4x4 on all sides. So if that's the case... and that's 6. Did I just build 3? Yeah, we want one more. Actually, no, that doesn't... this is going to... well, not going to work. It's not going to work how I have it in my head. So yeah, this would be 6. 6. 7, 8, 8. We want to be building... beyond this point, out 3. But I don't think we can because of those rocks, and those rocks we can't get rid of. So this thing, while we may have this central point here, the actual pumps may not end up being central around it. Let's work on this side first, because this is the side we have the least room on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is 6, so we want to go out 2 more from here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is more than we needed. Oh, no. Oh, did we measure this wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one would appear to be over 1 more than it needs to be. Things are not positioned how I was envisioning them. Why not? How'd I mess up? And I think that might be how I messed up. It got moved over slightly. Now, why does that not want to slot in there like it did on the other one? Oh, it does want to slot in there. I am glad that thing is not telling me to harvest it. Oh, there it is. There we go. So that's also too far over. I'm going to get this one first. Is that it? That's not quite it. That's close. Still wrong. Can I do it from the front? Might be easier from the front. Still slightly off. Is it because it's not snapping to the grid? I thought the other one snapped perfectly. I keep getting it exactly the same distance wrong. There we go, finally. This is the monstrosity we're building. Oh, I thought we could get all the way under here. Oh, we can, it's just we might get stuck. Slide! I forgot you could do that as well. There we go. This is the structure that we're going for. I think we did give it basically one full walkway on either side all the way around. Yep. So now we just need to duplicate this 4 more times, or 3 more times. And see if we've got enough space, and then try and figure out how the hell we're going to get 20 water pumps around here. Because once we've got this done here, we go up a level. I think 20 water pumps is actually going to be a bit easier than I was expecting it to be. We have loads of room back there. We can double them up. We only need 5 on each side. So let's keep going. So with that done, where do we want to start from? We could theoretically build them here, but I think we want them here, so that's 4, so we're going to need 1 more out. Okay. Needs to be 10 along, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. If we place 1 down, it's going to end up being where? There-ish. that right? Forward slightly, actually. But we could also bring it over. They're basically going there. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if I actually bought enough stuff for all of this. That's 1/4 capacity. Theoretically. And then we can have another floor above it, and we'll just pull them all back slightly. Okay, with that in mind, let's get the remainder of the foundations down. So we're going out 1, 2, 3 from there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's one too many. I think that's right. We've actually run out of resources. Okay. I guess we have one more episode in us. Maybe. And maybe we just accelerate the build into the remainder of this. Because I'm going to have to go and get some resources, and we're 50 minutes in now, but... let's... yeah, we're 55 minutes in. We're going to accelerate this, the remainder of this bit. I'm going to quickly build out the remainder of this foundation. So, starting now. Okay, so those are all the foundations done. We can now fit down one half, or the remaining one half of this power station. We could actually move those over here now. Oh no, we can't. We're going to need, there's several things we're going to need to be able to do. One, we need to be able to get all of our water in here. So there's going to be one floor here and then another floor above it. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the up or getting up and down bit yet, but that'll be the plan. We put another floor above it to sit these on them. We should only need to move them back by about half the amount. This pipe might be in the way of that. I'm not sure whether we'll get it in. Or we may end up rubbing against it. The other option is we could flip them around and move them over slightly. Or we could just acknowledge that 24 of these things, even running on base, are going to be extreme, and if I double overclock them, then they're going to be overkill. But yeah, we shall leave it for there for now, and I shall come back next time. I'm now thinking about the thing that I said at the beginning, those 2 other games that I want to give a shot. I could just go a really long episode. Or I could just retroactively accelerate my way through some of the building stuff. Tell you what, I am going to be right back again. I'm going to get the resources to finish off this lower section. So I'm going to run back to my main base. We'll get all that stuff. We'll get all the power or the power plants up and running. We'll tear all that down. We'll try and get them all fed. We'll see how long this all takes, and then we may just do a build montage. So we'll see. So I will be right back. Okay, we are back with the materials, but before we do that, I forgot that this thing was over here. I did come and check it out a fair bit earlier, and I do remember that there was motors around here. Computers, there they are. I doubt there's enough. Yeah. There's not enough for what we wanted to make the Explorer. Which is a shame, but we can still open that thing up. I've already checked it, it needs power. Okay, and then we can disconnect it. Okay, so we shall accelerate up through this building process. So let us continue. Oh, by the way, I've also cleared out all the rocks. I don't like the fact that this is floating. We'll try and do something about that later, when we actually have the things that we can use to put it up. Anyway, let's continue building. Okay, something's not right here. Those don't line up. That's why they don't line up. Okay. I am liking this thing. Shame I don't have any railings yet. Next thing's next. We're probably not going to have the chance to pretty this up today. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this a long episode, and this will be the last one, and then we'll go with the plan of building or trying out those other games later. Or today. No, not today, sorry. The last 2 episodes for this week. That'll be the plan. So we have coal over there. We need to get it over here. We also technically need to have some way to get to and from this place. Proper way to get to and from this place. So let's just build out from here. Whoopsie daisy. Oh god damn it, we didn't bring any concrete with us. That's fine, we can always tear down what's over there. Do I have it equipped? Nope, we need to equip it. So I figured out why this thing is quiet. It's quiet in my headphones. For whatever reason, this does not play well with surround sound. So I actually never checked in the videos though. So I wonder how loud it actually is for you guys. But yeah, We'll have this just be the vehicle way, which means we'll probably bring the coal in from somewhere else, probably over there. We'll split it off into 2 belts, or 4 belts. We'll have them come through the wall here. Do we want to go up or down? Let's build a wall, although this one, no, this one does... Ah, concrete. Concrete! I was going to say let's build a wall here just that I have a height reference, but I think I can just use these. I think these still work as the same reference. This needs concrete as well, god damn it. I almost picked up more concrete while I was back at base. I entirely forgot. God damn it. I'll go get some. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. We do need to be able to get a power cable over here, so we may as well actually drag one over. I did do one additional thing while I was over there. I had a look at the awesome sink, and as it happens, we were very, very close to getting or having enough... Oh, sweet, it will make it. We were very, very close to having enough, what are they called? Tokens to be able to buy the wall belt holes. So I went ahead and bought them. Yeah, didn't think that'd appear in there. Okay, so we want wall there. Wall there. Foundations, walls. Let's put that in slot. Not what I was after. Let's put that in slot 8. 8 doubles. Most of this bottom floor is probably going to be glass. At least that was the plan. Okay, so in order for this to work, we need to get 3 to evenly split into 4. So how do we want to do that? Well, first things first, we are going to need to... Let's get things routed up to this corner over here. So we'll get 3 of them brought along the edge to here. And we'll figure out, it's like here, how we want to do it from here. I imagine we're going to have... Yeah, it'll be split into 4 from here. So let's have 1 here. 1 on top of it. And then 1 here. And 1 on top of it. And then from here. Too long? Why will that not reach? Too long. Okay, so we are going to have to build a little bit of a helping hand in here. I think that's probably going downhill, isn't it? Oh no, that's actually fairly flat. And then we do that to get them in, and then we're probably going to do the reverse. We're going to put them back onto a pair of these. And then obviously one of them is going to feed that line there, the other one will go around to the other end. So now we just need to do the same for this. I think that was further forward then. Yeah, let's bring it a little bit closer to us. Okay, we still have plenty of these, although we are going to start cutting into... Oh no, we brought more spares than I thought we did. We are okay for now. There we go. And then we need to bring the actual 3 from over there to here. Let's get this out. Okay. I'll be right back once... Well, actually, no. We'll accelerate it. We'll route the all 4 of them over. Well, damn, we have run out of resources again. Once again, quick trip back to the main factory to collect some more. Be right back. Okay, we're back. We probably don't have enough of these still, but I have just increased production speed of them while I was back at base, so we'll see whether or not it is enough. If it's not, if I can, I wouldn't mind actually, if I can, I wouldn't mind picking up all of this stuff and actually having some of those powered up. But if we're going to do that, then we need to work on that splitter first. Don't we? So we have 3 here. If we could, we need to split all 3 up. I've done a merger like this before, where I've joined them. Because let's see, do we want to? If we split them into 3, no, that's not going to work. Okay, no, that's the way to do it. So we have we have the bottom 2 split, and they split into each side of this, and then we have the top one split twice, and it then fills in or filters in. So we want a merger for each of those. There's probably not enough space here to do it. And a merger, yeah. Okay, can we connect that to there? Yep, and that's to there. That to there, And that to there. And we'll get the initial splitters. This technically only needs to be that. Can we do it from this side? We can't, but there's no reason that we couldn't then do the reverse for the other one. We can then feed that up into there. If it... yeah, again, that looks normal. Let's not do that. Very convoluted system here, it's slightly clipping, I don't mind. And then we feed one of those into there, one of those into there. And then that one needs to be split once and then an additional time. So maybe we split that before it gets to here. This is going to be a super long episode, and it really I didn't mean it to be. Why is it looping around on itself like that down here? You know what? We're still going with the plan. It's just... we're just gonna make things slightly easier for ourselves. There we go. It is a mess, but it should work. So each of the bottom ones gets split into two, and then each of these lines or gets split into two and sent into one of these. So we have 50% split between the bottom two, and then that splits into four and feeds into all four of these, giving them or splitting all of that down to 75%, which will give us enough to power each four sides. Okay. Let's get this lot wired up and ready so that we can just connect that thing in. So we're going to need... we're going to need 3 pumps. I did buy those wall things, didn't I? We still haven't got glass in here. Let's get our windows in. Let's put them in on 6. Ah, we need silica. Damn it. Okay, we'll do it that way. I want that there for no other reason than I want to be able to get the pipe coming through here. I don't believe we have them. Wall hole. That is no way, shape or form centered. There we go. Now we do want... Here's a question. If we have that there, can you do that? You can. Superb. That's how things are going to be. Oh, we forgot one. Oh, come to think of it, that might not work. Splitter. Okay, so yeah, we don't want that there, but we can do it this way. Okay. I'll just accelerate through all of this bit. Okay, we need 3 of these. One of them will technically be feeding 2 pipes. Can we get that in line with that pipe? Is that in line with that pipe? It's hard to tell from under here. Let's get up top. They're snapping to those, but what I kind of want it to do is snap to that. And we're going to need... Yeah, we need 5 on each side, so... Go 1 there. 1 there. God damn it, close, but no cigar. Can I zoop build these? Probably not. Nope, that last one is in one place. There we go. So with that in mind, let's connect this to there. Actually, can we connect it to... Let's connect it down to there and bring it up a bit. The only reason I want to do that before we do this is to make it slightly easier to get that on there. That was not what I wanted you to do. Let's try that again. There we go. And this one, I want to bring it straight out. Again, we're doing this for the same reason. We want to put one of these there. We don't actually care about that. The plan will be that those two and that one will feed the power state or the bunch above these eventually. But for the time being, we just want to power up all of these. It's going to clip slightly, but it's not going to clip significantly enough that it's going to look that bad. Although that's a problem. I can't pull this up far enough. Does that have to go specifically there, or can I put it a little bit higher? And we can wall mount them. We have wall mounts, don't we? This is going to be a real long episode. Okay, so let's go back to pipes. We want our wall-mounted support. Can we not extend that out? I'm guessing no, if that's where it ended up. Yep, has to be there. Where'd be the central line between these? Why do these not look like they're positioned correctly? Because they're not. Those are remotely positioned correctly. Good lord. It's terrible. Now I've got to redo all of this. There we go. That's how it's meant to be. Can I connect a... God. I just want to attach it clean to that, but I'm not allowed. And there's a reason that is an enormous pain in the ass, because it means I've basically got to do this. To then connect these two, so that we can connect this here, make sure it's in line, connect that. Still can't do it. pipes can be a pain in the ass when you want to try and do anything with them, period. Because I can't do that. Because if I do that, I can't connect that. Yeah. How am I going to do this? It can't do that smaller turn. While I think about it. How am I going to do this? How am I going to get this to work properly? You know what? I know what I'm going to do. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. How? How is that an invalid shape? Why can't you do that? What is the point of these if I can't feed that straight through the goddamn floor like this? If I move it further away, can you do that? You can do that. Okay. You want to be going up a little bit. Okay, we have a solution. I can be slightly annoyed at the limitations, but we have a solution. Now the question is, how do I do this from there, or from this side? Because I need to be able to connect that, and if I go underwater, I lose my ability to build. I need to get low enough down that okay, that's too far down. Which means the lowest I can go is here. Ooh! We have a solution! Why was that going at 40? Why was that going at such sharp angles? Is it because of... It may have been because of this. If we remove this, let's remove these all. Because I wanted a more granular angle. Because I don't want it like that. I want it that kind of angle. Why is it snapping like that? Because this was built on a grid? That may actually be it. Because I don't think... Yeah, that's not going to work. God damn you! Sudden build system. In fact, that thing wasn't even built on one of these. The thing's just being irritating. That's all it is. God damn you, stop doing that automatically. How is that remotely straight to that? It's still snapping at 45-degree angles. Okay, we'll do it this way then. That is how we did it last time, wasn't it? Slightly easier. Even if it does look like more of a mess. Okay, there we go. So we don't actually need all of these to run. We only need the 3 of them. So I might just run the middle 3. And what we will do is we will take this pipe up when we're doing the next row, which we're obviously not going to do today. In. Okay, so that's all the pipes redone. Or all the pipes done. Hang on, are these... Yeah, they are splitters, okay. For a second I thought they were mergers, and I don't know why. Okay. So... I probably should have left the wall up. Let's get our... Oopsie daisy. Double outlet Mark 1. That wire is too long. That one's not. Do I want to run this along the outside there, or now that we have it on the inside? We should probably run it on the inside. To which end we should probably connect it to here. Like that. Works nicely. I was to make this even or even this up, then we would want to remove all of these. Not quite going to work. Actually, we can get that to work. Thinking about it. That might not be far enough in. Yeah, we need to bring that in one more. And then find the central point here. We're going to need our windows. Oh yeah, we don't have the windows yet. We forgot to bring silica. I'd like to build walls there, please. This does want to be a double Mark II. And then these can just be Mark 1s on the insides. Oh, that's interesting. I was working on the assumption that that plus that, but apparently not. It's that and that. You getting water? Excellent, they're getting water. And this is the plan. And then duplicate that for the rest of it all the way around. Okay, let's get the coal over here. Let's tear down those other power... Oh, we need to get the coal over here first before we take those power plants down, otherwise we're going to overload the system. And admittedly, we have only powered up 1/4 of that. But still, we're 2 hours 18 minutes into this recording. I'm going to have to do some serious trimming. Okay, we brought that one up here. This is where I will run out of this stuff again. Actually, no, let's have this one be the top one. It is going to split it into 4, that's fine. we have enough? We do, that's one connected. Ah, we're out. Oh no, we can afford it. We can afford it, but that's not the one we're connecting to. Let's try that again. How close is it ready to being ready? Or how close is it for 1/4 of it being ready? Surely they must have got over there and be running by now. They have started to run, they're not getting enough coal fast enough. Currently, we need the remainder to start bottlenecking up or backing up. Once they back up to the sorting system, then that entire line will all go down there, and theoretically they all fire on. They'll all fire up then. So these two will back up first. That second row is on its way. Once we take down all of that stuff over there, then we should have enough to connect the third up. And that will mean that all of our coal is coming over here. I can still only see the one green light. That may just be because I'm too far away and the others haven't updated. It could also be that this thing isn't getting something. It's not getting water. That has water. This one is higher and has water. Is it the same situation on all of them? No, that's got water. This one just isn't connected properly, I'd guess. There we go, that's getting water now. Those three over there are not. Oh no, they're getting water. Are they not getting the fuel? Ah, they don't currently have the fuel supply. Ah yeah, they're going to need to wait for these to back up. But so long as they all have water... This one does not have water. Pipeline does, which means that this connector is dodgy. There we go. We're getting flow, we're getting water. let's check to make sure we've got solid power going, and if we have, then we can take all of that down. And we can call it done, and I will probably finish it off camera, because I'm just going to be triplicating what we've done there. And I'll do that once I'm done editing, because this is going to be a lot to edit. Okay. These are actually turning off now, so... Mostly just wanted to make sure that I had a spare or a bit of spare headroom here. That's why I did that. Just in case I wanted to build something later. Oops, that shouldn't have been down. It wants to go there, but it wants to be at that-ish angle. That-ish height. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Although that's actually wrong, because I think that's going to bend it out. Yeah. Good enough, we've been going long enough. Let's just get this connected and done. Okay, these should have had opportunity to fill up and start settling. Do we have them all running? They are all trying to run, but I don't think they're all going to become smoothly running until this one and that one and that one are topped up with coal. I could expedite the matter slightly. Actually, no, I can't. I was thinking I could expedite it slightly, but because this is split in effectively a 120 to 60 or two 60s, then putting a 120 down on either of these isn't going to help. The only thing I could do is sweep off the belt here. Because in theory, once this one and that one are full, then we shouldn't have an issue. So that one is basically full. This is working on the assumption that all of my math from earlier was correct. This should be possible. Should be. Okay, so once this is backed up to here, then the level of coal in this one and that one should remain more or less constant. It does look like it's going down slightly. My maths may have been wrong. Or my splitter just isn't working well or properly. Okay, I think I can fix this. I think the splitter is basically working correct. I think the issue is mostly just this connection here. Even though technically that's only 45, if we double the speed at which this has been put in, unless one of these isn't... Ah! There's our limiting factor. There we go. So yeah, we didn't need this one here. The problem was the one before it that actually did need to be 120 was not 120. But still, by doing it this way, then now that those have filled up, these ones over here will be getting enough. Perfect. It's working! 1/4 of it is working. And when it's done, it will produce me the sum total of 1,800 megawatts. So 1.8 gigawatts. And that's just its first form. Its second form, when we have access to Mark II drills, we'll utilize all of these on each side and have 2 lots of them. I think. Oh no, all we was going to do was just going to overclock them. But that is 2 times 48 overclocks. We don't have enough for that in a minute. But yeah, it's working. We finally got it finished. So this is the last episode of Satisfactory for a while. Next week we'll be starting Endwalker, the MSQ. That'll be starting on Monday and will be going on until I finish the MSQ. I will have likely finished the MSQ before episode 5 goes up. Disk space permitting. So just heads up on that. I will be going ham on it because I do like Final Fantasy XIV. It is probably my favourite game of all time now. So yeah, that is next week's plan. But for Thursday and Friday, I will probably do blind first looks at. I may do some editing. I may just have like 2 hours worth of gameplay because I don't know how long they're going to take to get into. But I also don't know whether or not they actually work in multi-monitor yet. So that's the plan. It'll be those 2 games. If they work on multi-monitor, if I can get them to work on multi-monitor, don't know how long it'll be, but I've been going for 2 hours, 38 minutes now. We shall call it. I have a lot of editing to get done, which also means I have to rewatch this video back for 2 hours, 40 minutes to get that editing done, and then try and get this thing uploaded and ready for Wednesday. Wish me luck, although at this point you will have known whether I failed or not. Anyway, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the show, and hopefully I will see you next time. Oh, we should sign off. Cheerio.